And of course, all this stuff comes out just before this horrendous news on the economy drops too, right? All this stuff is so curious to me. So news comes out today, the jobs, like the jobs report comes out, unemployment numbers comes out. And what we saw today, I don't know if you paid attention to this, but this is all so curious to me. Like they dropped this Russia BS. The Democrats are clearly building up to this Russia deal. They clearly knew what was happening, right? And then everyone's focused on this Russia stuff and all this horrible economic news drops today. So you have foreign-born workers, right? 635,000 in August, new foreign-born workers. Native-born workers, jobs, minus 1.3 million. Yes, 1.3 million native-born Americans lost a job in August, and that's according to Zero Hedge. Not only was there a downward revision of 86,000 jobs for June, 61,000 in July, and minus 25,000 in July, and manufacturing jobs, a loss of 24,000. I mean, we talk about these headline grabbing jobs numbers that are downwardly revised months later and then end up on page 5. Everybody seems to be covering this economic news, and it's not good. I mean, again, the American people know that it's not good. And this is why I think the Democrats and Kamala's campaign are ultimately going to fail, because Americans vote with their pocketbooks. But listen to Varney talking about these numbers on Fox today.
Okay, this shows a weakening economy. I'd refer you specifically to a revision in the numbers for June and July. We added 86,000 fewer jobs in June and July than initially reported, and we've just reported 142,000 jobs added to the economy in the month of August. That is a weakening economy with serious implications for a lot of people. For example, the market already thinks that interest rates...
CNBC.
I think we're in the type of recession eventually that comes due to this cycle of higher interest rates, higher inflation, the stress that puts on the consumer eventually hits their savings rates, increases their delinquency rates. That hits the employment markets, where we're already starting to see some signs of companies slowing down in terms of hiring. They've paused hiring already. I think the next step will be when we start to see more layoffs. And that then will bring you your run-of-the-mill, more of a normal type of recession.
She just said that we're in a recession. I mean, all of the economic indicators point to a recession, but the media, these hacks, these communists in the media, and on these Democrat thugs in the deep state are clearly covering it up. All of our economic indicators here in this country speak to the fact that we're in a recession right now, but they are cooking the books. So Kamala Harris was actually asked, not her, but one of her campaign lackeys, her campaign spokesperson, was asked about, hey, you've been in the White House for the last 3 years. Why should Americans trust anything that you're saying now? And listen to what this mouth breather said.
She's been part of the Biden administration. I mean, she has been part of the Democrats have been in control of the country for the last 3 going on 4 years. And you are still seeing this in the polling. I mean, these working class voters are telling us right now that more of them are with Donald Trump than Kamala Harris. Why? What is it about what you guys have been doing for the last 3+ years that explains that?
Well, I think, again, we're trying to talk to the voters and explain this message. We've got 60 days until the election. We don't have time to sit around and think about why over the last few years certain things may have happened or may not have happened. We've got to go win an election. And the vice president's doing that by talking about her economic vision. And it's really different. It's really different. It's a new way forward, not only for the Democratic Party, but for the country. It's really different. Okay.
You notice how he got, remember I told you you're going to hear a new way forward a lot. That's the branding, right? But, we can't spend time thinking about what happened or what might not have happened over the last 3 years. We just new way forward. Don't look backwards at how horrible your lives have become under Biden Harris. Just look forward. I mean, these people are just a disaster in every way.
Mike Lindell here, and like you, I see our country being destroyed daily. we face massive economic issues. And I can tell you from firsthand experience, there are people in power who threaten the values that have made our country great. Well, I've been a believer in gold and silver for a long time, and I've searched for years for a partner that shares my values. Well, Genesis Gold Group showed me how easy it is to protect your IRA, 401k, or your retirement with gold and silver. Their faith-driven approach to service and stewardship is one that stands out from the rest.
To get your free definitive gold guide and get started learning more about investing in gold and protecting your retirement from uncertain times, visit treasureandtrust.com now. Fill out the basic contact form and a member of the team will be in touch. Again, that's treasureandtrust.com or call 855-625-7760.